Alright, class, today we're going to work on partner reading. Now, that's where two students come together and they read. Now, there's a first and second reader, and the second reader is usually the coach, okay? As the reader, though, your job is to make sure that you read your text accurately, quickly, and with good expression. An example of good expression is when you are reading a sentence with an question mark at the end of it. Towards the end of the sentence, your voice starts to raise a little bit. Okay? Now, as the coach, you have to look for 4 different types of mistakes. Okay? The first mistake is if the reader says the wrong word. Now, if this happens, you just kindly say, "Stop. You said the wrong word. Please reread the sentence." Notice how I said please, and I did it politely, okay? As a coach, we're not trying to be mean. We're just trying to help the reader become a better reader, okay? The second type of mistake that readers make a lot is if they get stuck on a word, okay? Now, this sometimes sounds like stuttering, or they kind of say they have the first sound right, but the second half doesn't really match up. Now, what you do here is, again, you say, "Let me help you sound out that word." And you look at the word with them and you kind of you sound it out slowly, but you let them come up with the word, okay? The third type of mistake readers make is skipping a word altogether. Now, if that happens, you say, "Stop. You skipped over a word. Please reread that sentence," okay? And the fourth mistake is if they add a word. If it's not in the text and they just add it on their own, you say, "Stop. You added a word. Please reread that sentence." Okay? So we just went over briefly the jobs of both the reader and the coach and the mistakes the coach needs to be looking out for. These mistakes are listed up on the bulletin board behind me, so you can refer back to it whenever you want. So now that we have gone over it, we're going to practice, and I have your partners and your text that you will be reading right here in front of me. Some instruction error corrections that I will make is if a student says the wrong word, I can say, "Stop, you read the wrong word, please reread." And if a student gets stuck, like in the lesson, I can say, "Let's sound out that word together." And if they skip a word, I can say, "Stop, you skipped a word, please go back and reread." And the same with adding a word.